No, I didn't pick that game. Chat picked that game. They wanted me and Amber to play that game. I'm halfway tempted to make Amber sit through a playthrough of it and not tell her why and then ask her what she felt about it on the other side. Twiggy Wings, 12 months. A gifted sub from JJ Madison entering month number 3. Yeah, Returnal's like, you're either gonna play me or you can fuck right off back to the desktop. I'll be back from Italy by then. I'm gonna be in Italy the second week in June. I've been having that issue too since the last patch. Honestly, I haven't been able to play Returnal much since the patch. When was the patch? So anywho, yeah, not to beat a dead horse. There's a part of me that like I said, looking at it, if I didn't look at it too hard, like a Christopher Nolan movie almost. If I didn't look at it too hard, oh, that's gonna be bad. If I didn't look at it too hard, I think I'd let it get away with quite a bit. But I feel like, especially considering how glossy and clean and beautiful the game was, you just sort of assume they're gonna stick the landing on the story. Oh, Jesus Christ, I thought that was one of those things. But there is genuinely a part of me that just, I don't know, man. Oh my God, please no. Why can't I kill you? Oh, I just accidentally survived there. If there had been a floor there, I'd be dead. Oh, where's that health? Dude, do you think I really have time for you? You're a joke to me. This guy terrifies me. Oh God, he's so beefy. Oh no! I don't have time to be stuck on a statue. This guy is going to destroy me. What the fuck? I don't give a shit about screenshots. Get out of here. Exit. Oh my God. Ah! Oh no. Oh no. Ah! Ah! I fucking hate this. Oh my God! Oh my God! I don't want to talk about it, if I'm being honest. I'm not gonna lie to you, that scared the shit out of me. Oh, I'm a 43-year-old grown-ass man. When I think there's a funny noise in my house and my wife and kids are here, I charge at it with the intention of killing it with my hands. But that part of this video game scared the shit out of me. Whew. That was a lot. That made me feel big emotions. Yeesh. That was a lot. I thought our run was over and I was gonna be sad. I didn't want to reset. Good grief. I'm involuntarily grinning because of how embarrassed I am, and yet at the same time, like, yeah, my cheeks hurt. I want to know what's in there. What do you got for me? Anti-energy pulse. Who gives a shit? I think it's the first time I've ever come in here and gotten this ether. Man, this room sucks. I hate that thing. Usually I'm like a blood bank kind of guy. But I've almost never been given anything worthwhile from that thing. I don't know if I would scream at my own scream. I think I would laugh at how embarrassed I am that that escaped my body. But that was sadly, genuinely a real panic feeling that I had. Hello? Scary. Ooh, damage siphon. That scared the shit out of me. I'm not gonna try to play that off like, oh, I was just doing a bit. That genuinely, apparently that is the noise I make when I'm terrified. Oh, that adrenaline spiked me that previous room, that scary room. I actually have a headache from coming down from the adrenaline rush of that room. Good grief. It's the teeniest bit embarrassing. I can't believe there's nothing in here. Is that just a place to fall down? I don't know. I have not gotten the timing down well on that asshole. Uh-oh. This is a challenge room if I've ever seen one. Ah, fuck me. Nope. 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 Nope, I fucking hate it. Kiss my whole ass, dude. Oh, and I got no obolites for it. Oh, shit. Sorry, Streamline Chamber. High Caliber 2 apparently is gonna get a look. Well, the good news is this room, because we survived it, refilled our health. And actually, I think I'm going to use this as an opportunity. Ugh, I need to craft something. I should travel and like fast travel and craft something. Are there leech rounds on this? I didn't even look. Ooh, I do like leech rounds. Oh, look at this. Look at this crafting area right here. Get this Galdern malfunction off me. A malfunction that I have not needed to carry around, but I sure have. I think that's weapons damage. Uh-oh. I didn't even look. I guess it's weapons damage. It looks like weapons damage. Proficiency. Dude, get this thing off me. That's not a fabricator. The suit augment. We're gonna go back and do this challenge room. There's gotta be a place to drop down or go up or something. I don't think I have to do the boss to extend my run here. I hope not. This boss was the hardest in the game. Beautiful, but difficult. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Oh my god, what a prick you are. I almost feel bad killing those things. I feel like I'm killing like a whale or something. Ah! What am I working with here? Tracker swarm. Sure. At your leisure. Yeah, I didn't think I had to kill the bosses. This guy just fucking with me now. Oh. Oh, I fucked up. No! I tried to go in for the stagger. It's like Dark Souls, you just go into it. Oh, no. Ah, no. Oh, that felt foolish. Doombringer. Obolite magnet. Full auto on a thermogenic launcher. But leech rounds. You know? Oh, this is the one where I can also get phantom limb killing. Oh, okay. I believe you. It's basically the same gun, just not as good. Yeah, med check time, everybody. Hey, nailed it. Hey, this was a good room. This is a really good room. I do love protection. I feel like we've done most of the floor now. Where's our leaving door? 10 points to leaving door. That's a door with a circle over it, but I thought that was like the endless run bullshit area. Is that the only place to get out of here? Red door. Red door is the boss fight, isn't it? I just don't have to go all the way through it? Like I don't have to go all the way there? Oh, that's right. I remember now. You're right. You're right. You're right. When you're right, chat. Oh, well, Pablo, you're so correct and handsome and strong. Yeah. I feel it. You right. I think there was an atropian chest back at the beginning. I don't know that it's worth going all the way back there for it. Ugh. Yeah, sure. If there's one thing I know, without exception, chat is always correct. Man, that's unfortunate. We don't really have any... We've not really been doing parasites on this run. Hello? Oh, that's bad. There's no floor there. Hello? I do find it slightly giggle-worthy that I felt like... And then I'll leave It Takes... I didn't plan on having a big conversation about It Takes Two, but I also didn't plan on, like, hitting a whole bunch of pushback on whether or not its writing was fundamentally flawed. But I do find it funny that overwhelmingly speaking, the people who have had experience with divorce in their life, and not just because they were profiting off of it, but the people who have had divorce in their life were all just like, oh no, that's not how it works. And that generally speaking, Noah was just like, listen, I feel like a lot of you have had your, are looking at this through a pretty jaded lens just because you have lived through divorce. I think that's made you bitter. Now, I, on the other hand, have experienced it through the lens of filing the paperwork for it, and yeah, it can be pretty rough, I guess, from my office desk or my living room. But I feel like the only people who were saying I'm wrong about, like, sometimes people who divorce should hook up sometimes while they figure out how to co-parent. I feel like the only people who are really upset about that are people who have been involved in divorces, and it's like, well, clearly they've got an agenda that they're overriding on this. Did the writing get bad? Noah and I had a long conversation. His take was that he thinks that I'm being overly critical, and that he feels like the narrative arc of that game did a fine enough job. Like, especially with its glossy veneer and how well the game... This is a fun fucking game. It's a really fun co-op game. And it's beautiful. Beautiful to look at. But I felt like, they kind of went A to Z, and then they didn't really nail a lot of the middle of the alphabet for the hero's journey and the transitional events that happened to earn the ending they went for, where they were just like, the ending was like magic and swirls and like literally floating in magic and kissing in the air. And maybe I am like bitter and old, but I was watching that going like, these people didn't fucking earn that. Nothing changed in this game. Nothing. These people are not fundamentally different. They got hit by waves of nostalgia, and in my opinion, succumbed to the familiar. I fucked ex-girlfriends that we didn't like each other. That we had that conversation after it was done, which was, why did we do this? We still absolutely dislike each other. I just felt like, you know, I felt like if you're going to take a topic as serious as that, right? If you're going to take a topic like divorce or abuse, or like just if you're gonna try to do a cutesy spin, like if you're gonna try to do like a Pixar style spin on a game that fundamentally is about trauma, then you really got to nail it. Like it's not enough for it to be glossy. And you know, I think it's very kind of Noah to want to like fill in the gaps for them. Like the thing that we're seeing is that like Noah and I both see spaces in the narrative, and what he's saying is that he feels like the spaces are implied to be filled correctly by good writing. And my thing is, I was like, those are just blanks. They didn't write anything there. I'm not going to give them credit for things they didn't write. I'm not going to write the story for them so that it works. And to Noah's credit, he did point out that at the end of the game, they never explicitly said they were going to get back together, although they did float and kiss in midair in a sea of golden dust. Magic golden dust. They did end it with, we're only going to, you know, for certain, be there for you forever and for always for our kid. But then I was like, well, then why did the game go through all that trouble to make them seem as though they were going to get back together? And Noah was like, I don't know, man. Maybe they're just going to hook up a little bit while they figure things out. They'll be like friends with benefits while they figure out how to co-parent. And I was like, that sounds like a fucking miserable idea. I feel like the end of the game would be better with, maybe we should seek couples therapy to better help better co-parent. If anything is left of the relationship, we'll see if it can be salvaged. Yeah, I just feel like I don't feel like you get any freebies on writing if you're going to try to cutify a game about trauma. That's it. I feel like if you're gonna cutesy wootsy up a game essentially about trauma, it had no problem going to dark places. We murdered a stuffed animal that begged for its life. But yeah, just, you know, I feel like if you're gonna cutesy wootsy trauma, it doesn't matter how fun or flashy the game is. Like, you gotta stick the landing with the narrative, and I didn't feel like it did. I've had nostalgic moments with my ex-wife, but she would absolutely shank me and not look back when given the first opportunity. There's an episode of Ted Lasso recently where, I don't think it's too spoilery, but there's a brief second where Rebecca and Rupert have a moment, and he lunges in for a kiss, and she shuts that shit right down. That was my thing. Is like I wish. Oh, here's what I wish. I wish, based on how you were vibing with that game, it would give you the option to kiss or not. That there were two completely separate endings. And one would be, we've chosen to get back together. And the other would be, at least one, if not both of us, think this is a bad idea. And we went to the book and said, you know what? We understand what you're trying to do, but this is us saying, we need to get back to take care of our daughter, not for all the selfish reasons we started with. We realize now that we have obligations beyond ourselves. We're still not meant for each other, but we appreciate you putting this microscope on our relationship. We've realized there was good there, and there is still good to be nurtured. But we need to get back to our daughter, who is currently running away, and and salvage what's left of our familial situation together, albeit not romantically. Or you could be like, you know what? I feel like the writing has earned it, and your partner playing the game could be like, yeah, me too. Let's get them back together. And we get essentially the ending that we got. Yeah, 3 endings because each person has to vote, so both choose to kiss, neither, or mixed. Yeah. Yeah, honestly. You could, like, honestly, because of, like, how weird some of the parts of the game were when it went to dark places, despite how cutesy-wootsy it was, you should have one where May tries to lean in, and he rebuffs her and says, you know what? We've had a lovely time, and I'm so happy to be able to recognize you again as the person that I fell for, which has humanized you through all of this. I mean, like, obviously not as cold and clinical as this, but like, but I still feel compelled to you know, I still feel like at the very least we can talk about this on the other side, or vice versa, where he leans in and she's like, that's cute and it's romantic and everything, but pragmatically speaking, just because we've been put through a life and death situation and we're riding an adrenaline high doesn't mean that we should blah 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 dibbity dibbity. But yeah, they're like, I got to the end and was just like, I don't feel like you've earned this with the writing, and they were like, that's fine, press Y. And I was like, no, I really don't think that they should. And they were like, that we don't care, press Y or you never get to see the end. Ugh. Ugh. I was very disappointed. I've had enough space between my ex that I truly wish her the best with her life, but I'd rather attempt a romance with a honey badger than get back together with her. Yeah. Like, honestly, dude, even just through Facebook for her and conversations with you, you two ended up in 2 very different places as 2 very different people. Good grief. Yeah, I feel like I've said my piece on that game, but it struck me as the kind of game that I absolutely was gonna love, and then I got to the end and I felt irritated, and it hasn't been until like right now that I've stopped to figure out why. I don't even like. I appreciate. Disco Elysium was not a fun story to sit through. But Disco Elysium was a story that, like, it was pretty honest with you about, like, if you played dumb games, then Disco Elysium was gonna give you some stupid ass prizes. Oh shit, Cat, that was another thing that I saw. What is this? That was another thing I saw on the Reddit post that I was looking at. Obolite Cedar. Hostiles drop more obolites when eliminated. Duration 30 seconds. Yeah, that'll work. That was another thing I saw on this Reddit thread where they were talking about, like, did anyone else feel really weird about the fact that, like, this child's tried to talk to both parents who are both in, like, this, like, clearly chemically induced coma?
What she said. That woman who uses my voice, who isn't me. The deepest of the deep. I believe her now.
Yes, it was me. I caused the downfall. Exquisite sacrifice. When I plunged into the depths, the drowning Sphinx asked me this riddle at the cost of my soul. How do you heal a wound within a body that cannot be healed?
She seems nice. Right, so this Reddit post, this lady did also throw out there, it's like, my husband and I were playing this game, and the biggest thing was just like, these people suck and I don't want to root for them. And nothing ever changed about me not wanting to root for them. But then also it was just kind of like, how dumb are they making this child's character that both parents seem to be in, like, magical chemically induced comas. And this child is just like reading between the lines of just like, oh, okay, mommy, I guess you don't want to talk right now. And it's like, damn, girl. Like, if Grayson really wanted something from me and he was trying to, like, wake me up and have full-blown conversations with me and I didn't move, my eldest son would be smart enough to go grab a mirror and make sure I was still breathing. I'm not even sure he'd be upset that I was dead. I'm just saying that I feel like he'd be like, something ain't right here. I don't know that this... I might have been able to do one and then the other. I feel like I could have done the other one and then come back here. Shit. I did these in the wrong order. I don't think it'll let me teleport back up either. Well, fuck. I guess that's at least one more run we get to do. I just couldn't remember which was which. Here we are, though. I think the child was in her head about things. That's fine. I still don't think it's a particularly well-written child. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the writers treated the daughter the way the parents do. The writers, instead of making the daughter like this like real fleshed out character, instead of making the daughter like this real fleshed out character that we relate to and all that kind of stuff, that we're just like, oh my god, what are they doing to this child? Boo from fucking Monsters, Inc. had more going on. They just sort of treated her like a narrative device. If they had written her out to be like, you know, like a Pixar character, where the child was clearly the most rational, kindest of them all, if they had written out the child to be basically the character that we... Oh my god. If they had written the child to be the character we most sympathize with because... Okay. She conducted herself with the most maturity, like the most emotional maturity. I don't want to do melee kills on this floor. Then yeah, I think I would have felt more I would have felt more pity for her. But it was a very thinly written child character that felt like it was, you know, they say sometimes that actors are basically just talking coat hangers that should wear the costumes and say the lines. And that was definitely one of those situations where it's like, we just need somebody with a British accent and a little bit of a lisp to come in and say very sad line readings. I don't remember the child's name. Like, you know what I mean? That's a problem. I don't remember this kid's name. It took me most of the playthrough to remember Cody. His real name is not actually Chad. I was calling him Chad. Right, I was like, Twiggy Wings, I've read articles about kids who have saved their parents by calling 911 when a seizure happened or a heart attack happened. I saved my Pop because he had a heart attack, and I saved my Pop because he had a heart attack, and I called 911. They write human interest pieces about stories like that. Not this kid. This kid assumes that if you're having a medical emergency, you just don't want to talk. That's not good. Hey, oh shit! Ow. Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt bad. Oh shit! I didn't get almost any of those fucking Ovoids, man. Ow! shit kicked out of you? Kinda fuck you, bro. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. I want out of here. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm having a good time. You having a good time? I'm having a good time. Alright, listen, Leech Rounds. I hope to see you again. Yeah, it was a very paper-thin representation of a child character, which is, you know, when you want me to sympathize, I don't know, it didn't make me feel like I wanted to sympathize with the kid. It made me feel like anytime the kid came on the screen, I was like, oh. Alright, well, maybe we can get this over with quickly. But I did genuinely spend more time going like, I wonder if these two assholes are gonna get together again. And then at the end, I was like, ah, fuck, right, the kid. And it just surprises me because Portal Rot, color me intrigued. Just surprises me because, like I said, it's such a glossy, pretty, beautifully made game that I find myself like genuinely like, what the hell? That I'm looking back on it going like, I don't think that was written very well. All right. I can't believe we survived that. I'll be bummed out. The fuck? Ballsy. Holy shit. Ah, you're not good. You guys know you could hurt yourself with your own minds? Today I learned. I don't really want to run the risk of the fuck. Oh. I don't really want to run the risk of get out of here with these goddamn tanning beds. I don't want to run the risk of gaining a malfunction right now when I'm kind of struggling as it is. Oh, the obolites are nice, I guess. Yeah, that's it. That's like my whole thing, is that, you know, not to belabor the point. Ow. Not to belabor the point, but I just feel like they could have spent more time adding depth to the writing. Even if it was at the expense of a couple of cutesy-wootsy puzzles, you know? How do I get up there? I want up there. Oh, it's right there. Shit, I thought that was farther up. Get the fuck out of here. I was gonna say, what is after me now? Ooh. Oh, damn, that's just a permanent, like, that's just permanent. The obolites last 3 seconds longer. That's a monster pickup. I'm so curious about portal rot. That's a big pickup. Hit reload, though, means there's a chance that we could hit them and it would reload the weapon for us, which means a better chance of sustained fire. Not all games can be The Last of Us or Hellblade. I don't know. Hollow Knight had no spoken English in it, and I thought that story was exceptional. You know? I'm not saying it needed to be a masterpiece. I'm just saying it needed to be written better. I'm also not trying to shit on people who liked it. I'm just like, I don't think I'm gonna be swayed. You know what I mean? I don't know that I'm gonna be browbeaten into admitting that I think it was like, oh, it was a really good game. It was a very fun co-op game. I just got real issues with the writing. It was beautiful too. Hello? What is this? What is going on down there? This guy's bothering me because I feel like he's gonna just pop up at the last moment that I anticipate. He's gonna pop up and yeah, Kina, man, I wanted the parry system to be a little bit easier to read on that, and I would have loved that a ton. Oh yeah, the game itself, beautiful. The co-op game aspect of it, fucking phenomenal. I honestly don't remember the last co-op game that I played that was that good. I've never played the Portal 2 co-op, so I've got no basis for comparison. But I did see a lot of people say, essentially, like, I remember one guy saying, like, I got my wife to play It Takes Two. Shit. I saw one guy who said, you know, he had gotten his wife to play It Takes Two so that he could convince her to play Portal 2 co-op afterwards. And it feels like it's probably on that level. I think that was portal rot. Yeah. All right. Boy, you gotta really smash the shit out of this button to get a reload on it. Yeah, my only gripe is I just wish they had written it in such a way that I was rooting for the characters more at the end. I did not find the ending satisfying. And I just don't know that there's any amount of, like, you know, well, you can't compare it to games that are well written. Yeah, but I kind of can. Like, that's kind of the whole point of saying, like, we know they can be written that way. Like saying, like, oh, it's not Horizon Zero Dawn, or it's not, I mean, even then, yeah, I think by admission of, like, the statement, you said it can't even, it's not even Horizon Zero Dawn. So by like, if you break it down, it's like, it's not The Last of Us, which is obviously awesome. It's not Hellblade, which is pretty good. I think it was more technically revolutionary. No, that's a really fucking impressively written game. And it can't even be Horizon Zero Dawn. So the way that sounds is like, it can't be world class. It doesn't always have to be world class or great or even good. I'm like, well, yeah. But I would hope for that. Hey. I don't even think the writing was... I don't think the writing was bad. I just didn't feel like it earned what it was going for. It just didn't stick the landing. I was okay with having asshole protagonists. You know what I mean? I actually kind of admired it, where we got to killing the elephant, and I was just kind of like, damn, all right. Let's see what trip these shitty people take. But I got to the end and I was just like, I don't feel like these people have fundamentally changed. They're like, no, they're in love now. And I'm like, but why? Well, because they kind of forced their wills on each other. Oh, fun. I don't know that I'm going to celebrate that. I've been playing this on both my PC with full ray tracing and on my Stream Deck with cardboard textures, and it's good both ways, but I found I do it better on PC runs. I think there might be milliseconds of input lag on the decks. I believe that. This thing's crashed on my, could land a NASA rover computer. If it just crashed on the pause screen on my monster gaming PC, then I could see how a Stream Deck would struggle with spots. Tigger's live URL in the DMs. Note the sizing. Ugh. What's on the horizon for the afternoon? Outer Wilds. I fucking forget the name of it. The Outer Wild DLC. Oh my god. Okay. 1200 by 180. New browser source. And I guess ultimately, I feel like the game hoisted itself on its own petard because everything else was so polished and beautiful that I kind of just expected the writing to be there with it. My problem is not, I'm like, oh, what a garbage game. My problem is everything about that game was gorgeous. Except the writing. And so I think because of that, I feel like it made the flaws in the writing stick out like a sore thumb. Because the rest of it was so fucking well done. All right. I have put it in a dead space on the screen. Yeah, Outer Wilds. I think we had stuff that we were ready to do. And Rusty, welcome back. Oh my god. Yeah, that is... I'm gonna resize that. Stick that up in the corner. Ling down. Has up. That's way prettier than I thought it would be. If I'm being real with you. Right, it's in the dead space on the screen. Basically nowhere where there's heads up display gets filled up instantly. All right. Neat, we'll leave it there for now. Ooh, Billy. Ah! Ah! I'll jump up there and punch you in your peasy ass head. Oh god, there's more. I did that on purpose. Oh my god. I'm gonna need more health. Obolites repair, Obolites replace. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big chonky fucker. Where'd the rest of my health go? Chat, is it just me or is a bunch of my fucking health gone? Oh, reduce max. Oh, shut up. Just because the game told me why my health was gone on the screen doesn't mean I was supposed to know that that was there. That's the wrong button. Oh! What a save. I mean, like, I shouldn't have fallen, but what a save. Rusty picks up $1. Man. Man. I got your max integrity right here. Oh, Billy. Successful overloads reduce alt fire cooldown, but yeah, okay. That makes so much more sense to me now. It didn't used to. That shit made no sense to me a little while ago, but now I get it. Psychon handed me a whole new game mechanic to play with. Oh, this one wouldn't have cost me. Well, I wouldn't have gotten anything near as nice. This one wouldn't have cost me anything. Man, fuck you, Dreadbound. Nobody likes you. Man up or man down, either is funny. What was it, I wonder? Dog down 1.26%. I don't believe for a second that Dog is underperforming. Dog's a good boy. I'll fight anyone who says otherwise. Corn's up. Anyone hungry? Corn's up. Oh shit. Corn's popping. There we go. The fuck? Critical stagger. Ooh. That sounds sexy. I fucking didn't make it! Whee! You're fine. Fuck me, Ryan. Hold the button down the whole way. Why are you being so dumb about this? Just... Ugh. See that? I don't understand. Ryan. I'll tin cup this. I'll die doing this. I don't give a shit. I will kill myself accomplishing this now, if I have to. Unbelievable, this man. Not you, you're great, whoever did that. I like you very much. I have no keys. What was that? I didn't see it. Reload. Man and dog. And run up. You gotta buy that dog dip. Listen, dogs are predictably evergreen. When have you ever been in a situation where you felt like a dog wasn't part of the answer? The fuck? Obolite cedar. $5 worth of cat. Now we get to see the truth of the matter. Is it cats or is it dogs? Now we get answers.